Hey, Monday, March 27th. Back from Lviv, Ukraine, or sorry, back in Lviv, Ukraine. Just returned from Dubai. We went there for a week, like 5, 6 days. I don't know. Then, as I told you in many videos, it's a 2-day endeavor. One day to get to Poland, you overnight in Poland, the next day you fly. It's not like the good old days when you fly from Lviv airport, and you're in Warsaw in 40 minutes, and then you just got to get your connecting flight. Now I'll show you where I'm at. I'm here in a alleyway across the street. There's something what we call the secret store. It's this store here is really interesting. I'm waiting for it to open up at 9 o'clock, but this is like the discount supermarket here, like our version of Aldi, but cash. The couple goes to Poland, brings a van back full of stuff, or they have some network because it's well stocked. I don't know if they'll let me film in there or not. Anyway, I'm just waiting. I'm killing time waiting for it to open up because the lines form, but everything there is like half the price of the regular supermarkets in Ukraine, which are already quite cheap, especially after Dubai. The sticker shock there was just crazy. And I mean, I wouldn't have mind paying for the food, like $70-$80 for two people, or $100 for two people if it was something special, but this was all stuff that they just bought in the supermarket and put an extra zero on the price. And it only took us like a day to get all the hacks, learn the public transportation, find these ready-made food place buffets and everything where it's like comes down to $5 a person. We found some, buffets where the workers eat and everything. But yeah, I'm really glad to be back in Ukraine. Actually, usually I kind of miss the places I vacation to, like Turkey especially. I really enjoy being in Turkey. Versus, here. I mean, if Turkey's economic situation was better and there was access to jobs, I'd almost think about moving there, because it's like what India should have been. It's Europeanized, but it's still got its Eastern culture and it's clean. Mostly when you go around Istanbul or go around the places there, everything is clean. It's not overcrowded, at least from what I've seen. I mean, I know it's a big country and they have cities, mega cities and this kind of thing. But what I've seen, it was pretty livable. I don't want to show you around. But yeah, this is like you see a lot of this in Ukraine. Like you just walk and there's all these like disheveled buildings and, just in the shadows of new buildings. Like over there is a building on George Washington Street on the way to the gym. That's a Globus building. It's been chugging along. They started that, I think, before Avalon, and it's finally getting done. After the war started, everything stopped, and all of a sudden the new buildings started just taking off. And I think that's because there's finally money in it to finish it, because we were talking last night that all these cities in the east, they're going to be abandoned. People will never want to live that close to Russia, even if we defeat them and attain peace, and they're completely decimated, which I don't think is likely. I mean, to be honest, that was another thing I want to talk about, is like the news headlines the last few days haven't been good. The New York Times did an article about these American celebrity soldiers here, Foreign Legions people, and it's not, you can read it for yourself. New York Times has a nice story, and I actually believe New York Times. I think they are doing pretty good journalism, deep diving and fact checking. I think they learned after the last couple of years that people are not going to stand for bullshit news anymore. So it seemed like a well-researched article, and the people in question deleted their Twitter accounts and everything like that, kind of proving the point that the Times was correct, and these these couple American soldiers here who had been posting themselves on Twitter and making YouTubes and all this kind of thing, they weren't who we thought they were, and the money was disappearing, and it was a big opportunity for them. So Looks like a lot of construction material here. Yeah, I'd like to, just take a sidetrack. I'd like to rent one of these spaces here and open a mini market, like a Ukrainian 7-Eleven or something. It would be good money. I mean, there's just so much growth here, so much construction going on now. It's like all started back up and it's coming back. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. So I think this new reality in Ukraine is there'll be a big migration to the west. And there's a lot of villages we passed through, and I started paying attention to them. I used to just sleep, just sleep in the minivan that was taking us, from Warsaw to back to Lviv, and I used to just sleep it through. But now I've been really looking in the windows and looking at the map and studying everything. I think there's going to be a big surge here. I mean, we're already seeing it here in Lviv. I mean, the prices are up, and I'll show you some more. I can see. This has been moving very fast. This is an island right next to where we live, and it's been, like I said, it was stopped, and all of a sudden they're just hauling ass, and getting it done. And so, and this here is the here, and they're hauling ass too. So I think people are coming here, and Lviv is kind of experiencing some growth. I know the traffic is horrendous. I don't drive. I walk or take the bus. I've never liked driving. That was one of the reasons why I left America. I didn't like being dependent on a car, and I had some nice cars. I had a Toyota Land Cruiser. I had a Mercedes. Didn't help anything. If you're just sitting in a steel can, with some leather and some electronics, you still have to keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel. Car doesn't, car doesn't do anything for you. All your blood stops circulating because you're sitting so long, and then it just warps your body. But traffic in Lviv has become, I think I've commented on this before, and it's no secret, it's horrendous. And the city is growing, but there's going to be other cities that will grow because this will be too expensive. And I think the cities close to the Polish border, as I understand, they're already expensive, but there's a lot of shabby houses that could be torn down and rebuilt. That's probably going to be the opportunity to some house on some big land to tear it down and build a 4-unit apartment building or 8-unit apartment building, something like that in those smaller towns where you have some neighbors and some community and some bigger living space. So yeah, that's kind of the reflection. But yeah, for the first time I'm glad to be back. I mean, Dubai is nice. I'll say this. Everything is nice and clean, but things are far apart. It's a car culture. We were taking the bus, and that obviously was consuming a lot of time. We didn't want to spend the money to rent the car, and then there's a lot of strict rules there. If you do anything slightly out of the rules, you get these huge fines. Because I was asking a guy, there's no taxes in Dubai, so where does the government get their money? And he said fines. You've got to follow every rule, or they will fine you. So it was I'm this kind of guy that, I've lived in Ukraine a long time. So, following rules, I mean, we follow it as guidelines, not as hard, fast rules. So, yeah, here's some more of these. I don't know if that's another supermarket or what's going on here. But yeah, and then see, here's all these new buildings again, more new construction, but, yeah, this is why I like Ukraine, because this is just 100 yards from my house, 100 meters from the house, and I'm in a different world. I'm in some, old meets new. But I think this is the opportunity. You could get yourselves a space here and open, just get some stuff from Poland, some cookies and chocolates and olive oil and all that kind of stuff that people make stuff with. You can have a nice little small business here. You can make some $100,000 a year. It's all cash too. I think that's what's. I think there's a lot. That's why Ukraine struggled to get in the EU, because they just can't let go of the cash economy here. So, yeah. Here I am, all trapped, all these gas lines and pipelines and what have you. So. Well, I don't know what this is. Your dreams are a challenge. It's probably some building company of some sort, or used to be. I mean, all looks post-apocalyptic now all of a sudden. But then this is the optimism. So I don't know, I'm just like, yeah, this is like more of a video diary. I don't have a set agenda. I just kind of free flow this stuff and kind of react to a few things. But yeah. Oh yeah, what else? Yeah, people are asking me about the nuclear weapons in Belarus. Yeah, that, I don't know. I guess they're coming in July. That's been talked about for a long time. It doesn't make much of a difference. I mean, you know, it probably just shortens if the weapons are going to come to Lviv, it just probably only shortens the trip by 10 minutes. So it's more of, I guess, posturing and everything. And then Elon Musk is now again demanding, voicing his opinion. And that's a delicate situation with the Starlink and everything. You know, he's been donating a lot, but then he says a lot, so it's never black and white, is it? You know, no one is ever all good or all bad. You know, so yeah, here's more. I just want to show you all this. I don't know why I kind of like this, living in this world here. I mean, see, this is all like, Hunger Games and post-apocalypse, and then this is all like Norway over there. You know, everything is new and works well. You know, we were gone, organized themselves to clean up the area like a dugnad, like we had in Norway. That was cool. That was very, very cool of them. So, yeah. Oh, they opened the shop. It's open a little bit early. That was, I thought it was 23 minutes late, but he's already open. So I'll get myself in there. You can see already the people are coming. Maybe I'll see if I can give you a little bit of a walkthrough of the shop here. Maybe I'll get in trouble. I don't know. So if he tells me to shut this off, have a nice day. But if not, we get some. See, open the steel door. Yeah, we have more hours here. Everything's written in Ukrainian. Yeah. And then, yeah, all right. So yeah, here you go. I'll give you a glimpse, and then I think I'll just wrap up before I go inside. Oh, another one of these opened up. Yeah, that was just a glimpse of how it is inside. But let me see if I can just do a quick sneak through, and everything. And I'm a little bit nervous because I know these people. They're my neighbors. So. All right. Yeah, I gotta get some toilet paper and cooking oil. Have a nice day, and I'm gonna do my shopping. We'll see you later.